So, welcome to another episode of Living My Gimmick. And I have a couple things I want to talk about this time. And one of the main ones is is some coincidences that are like weird in the world we live in. I got this in the mail today. It's a mask. And I actually bought this because it was recommended to me by a friend like a year ago, I think it was, to as something to wear because I walk a lot. And with asthma, you got exhaust around everywhere and stuff like that. Especially if you have to walk under bridges, which I have to do a lot. It's got a filter in it. These filters on the side. I ordered this thing at the first of the year, mainly as a prop. To tell you the truth, I didn't really order it as a mask to wear. You know, circumstances, I didn't get it until yesterday, and now I'm probably going to be wearing it at work, since I haven't been home any during this whole thing, and, yeah. So, and it's got filters on the side of it. I'm going to see if I can order some more, or how to get them out and refit them and stuff like that. Maybe I can actually make a filter to go in it, but that's circumstances of life. Another thing that I got that I ordered a long time ago because Amazon, was doing priority shipping, so they were only shipping stuff. Well, where I was a priority, I ordered. Oops, almost knocked down the camera there. The world almost fell. I ordered this Craftsman light as another pretty good light source for filming. A friend of mine said it was a good light source, like if you can't afford like really good lighting, but you want something from the ground up. Or this can be held, it's got a handle in it. I've seen them cheaper, but they don't have the handle on it, so I went ahead and got this one. And it's pretty good, like I haven't tried it at night yet, but I tested it out and it works pretty good. It's not wireless, like it's got a cord, but I mainly got it for getting another light source. Like our apartment has terrible light sources, like these are the only lights we have, except for one living room light, which is way too bright. Like literally, it'll give you headaches. It's so bright, no matter what kind of bulb you put in it. And then we got a kitchen light and, of course, bathroom lights. Like the bedrooms don't actually have any lights. You have to buy lights to plug in, like these standing lights, which I've seen in quite a few apartments the last couple of years. I don't know if that became a standard or not. So our lighting kind of sucks. So this is my first lighting source I ever bought for like, more or less for filming, though this could be something that could be used for a car or a number of other things. I have some other stuff that came in. I like a bunch of stuff at the same time, which is weird, because I guess Amazon's back to shipping more stuff. Like all this stuff had already shown that it shipped a long time ago and was just sitting out there, and none of it has shown that it arrived, even though it arrived. So, those are, oh, I did get something else. If you see these little things at Walmart, they're little back massagers. They also kind of look like a sci-fi bomb to me. So, or some kind of sci-fi mini Dalek thing or something like that. I don't know. So I bought this. This is really cool. Like I could use this maybe in a episode of Ticked Off. Maybe it would be something to use for that. And if you put it like on a bed, it'll actually vibrate enough to move around. So maybe I could film something with it being like, I'm gonna get you. So that was a couple of things. Oh no, where's my oh. This finally came in. My label maker. I need this. Like a lot of people think label makers like, oh, you don't need it. Just be organized. I'm a type of person where I either have to be fully organized or not at all. That's just the way I am. So like, I got the label maker mainly for cables for stuff, because I got more stuff with, with different kinds of, tripods and different kinds of computer stuff. I don't have a lot of computer stuff, but I have a couple of backup stuff. Like I wanted to make sure I kept the right cables. Plus, we got a lot of cables that I need to see if they go to anything or nothing at all. So I got it to label stuff like that. Trying to get more organized with as I build my filmmaking kit. To try to get that stuff more organized and stuff. We already used it. Our outside garden, like our patio garden, we used it for labeling, making labels on the pots and stuff where everything goes in and stuff. So it'll have a lot of uses. So that was the one cool thing. So that's what my weekend's been mainly is testing out some of this different stuff. And I got a couple other things, like I said, that I'm not going to reveal right now because I'm going to use them for like a film thingy before I do. So I'll do that. So in this episode, what am I talking about? Like, if you check out the release of recently of some of our short films, like Cannibal Cooker, and then the one with Night Down. I'm going to do any kind of like short thing I get or longer form thing that's just not like, if it's at least a couple minutes or something like that, I'm going to start doing some little commentaries on them to talk about. It helps me go through the process of like talking about what I did right, what was my intent, and how it actually turned out, and why. Check out the Cannibal Cooker one. I'm going to do one for Night Down. I'm working on one for the last episode of the first season of The Real Trees, the field trip one, because it was the first long form kind of episode that I did, and a really long one that's going to be on the first convention. I table that and stuff over the stuff I make, the Team Universe stuff, so that's going to be an interesting one. I yesterday basically got the edited footage and colored it of another kind of experimental short that I did. It's basically me taking a bunch of my stock footage that I took somewhere of like a building that I thought looked cool and stuff, and then taking that with some other stock footage I got from Storyblocks online, and put them together and made kind of a narrative about something I'd had in my head. So hopefully that'll work out and people like it. And of course I'll probably do a commentary on that too. So I don't know how long this is because the little thingy is not showing up right now. I hope it's actually filming. But so the next episode I'll probably talk about my next like boob job related. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. And the government's throwing us back into shit, but all we can do is what we can do. You know, governments are supposed to, and the reason why we follow along with rules and pay taxes and stuff is the government's supposed to take care of you in different times. And having this virus attack our country is no different than having an invading force attack your country. Like, you really expect your government to come to your defense, and government didn't come to our defense during this. They didn't help out unemployed people as much. I mean, I live in fucking Florida, and it's a fucking like nightmare trying to get unemployment right now with all the people that's out. And the government, in my eyes, just said, fuck it. We're gonna bring people back before they even get their unemployment most of the time. I don't think a lot of these people are ever going to see it. And like, it didn't help out businesses as much. The small businesses, most of them didn't get any money. So you can't blame small businesses for saying, why the fuck, we got to get back to work. You know, a lot of small businesses I've seen in my local community did the right thing and right away closed down, but the government wasn't giving them any help. Most of the people weren't getting any money from it. So if your government doesn't help you, and this was on purpose, this is the way we were pushed to be. Oh, and if you don't like this little political rant, fuck off. Ain't like anybody's watching anyway. So, yay.